Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before you scroll, I need you to sit still for a second because what I'm about to say might sting a little. The woman you're afraid of losing already decided how long she'll stay in your life. And the decision didn't happen during a big romantic moment. It happened in a small, quiet interaction you probably didn't even notice. If you want to understand women, relationships, and emotional loyalty on a deeper level, subscribe and like this video because this conversation is not surface level. This is psychology most men never hear. I'm speaking to you not just as a woman, but as a psychologist who has listened to hundreds of female confessions men never get to hear. Here's the truth. Loyalty for a woman is not built in the bedroom, not bought with money, not secured by control, and not guaranteed by how long you've been together. Loyalty is an emotional response to how safe she feels being her unfiltered self around you. And most men get this wrong in one critical way. You think she stays because you impress her. She stays because she can exhale around you. When a woman feels she must perform, be prettier, calmer, less emotional, less difficult, less honest, she slowly detaches. She may still smile. She may still sleep next to you. She may still say, "I love you." But internally, she begins building a private life in her mind where you don't exist. That's how emotional exits start, silently. But when she feels emotionally safe, something powerful happens in her nervous system. Her guard lowers. Her loyalty shifts from logic to instinct. She stops scanning for better options. She stops comparing, not because she can't leave, but because she doesn't feel the need to. A woman stays where she feels understood without being judged, heard without being fixed, and valued without being managed. If she can bring you her stress, her fears, her unfiltered thoughts, and you don't shrink, mock, dismiss, or dominate, you become more than a partner. You become her psychological home, and people don't abandon home easily. You might think loyalty is about how much she loves you, but love and loyalty are not twins. Love is emotion. Loyalty is a decision her nervous system makes about safety. A woman can love a man deeply and still detach if being with him feels emotionally dangerous. Dangerous doesn't mean yelling or cheating. Sometimes it's much quieter. It's the feeling that her emotions are too much for you. The sense that when she opens up, she's met with solutions instead of understanding, lectures instead of presence. When she talks about her stress and you immediately try to fix it, you think you're helping. In her mind, she hears, "Your feelings are a problem to solve." When she shares something vulnerable and you joke to lighten the mood, you think you're easing tension. In her body, it feels like, "This is not a safe place to be real." These moments seem small to you, but to her psychology, they are data points. She is always, quietly, measuring, "Can I land here emotionally, or do I need to protect myself?" A woman stays loyal where she doesn't have to armor up. When she feels emotionally alone in your presence, something shifts. She starts handling things without you. Then she starts imagining life decisions without you. Then she stops needing you emotionally. That is the stage most men miss, because there is no dramatic argument, just a slow withdrawal of emotional investment. But when you do one rare thing, loyalty deepens almost automatically. When she speaks and you don't interrupt, don't correct, don't compete, don't minimize, you just stay present, her body relaxes. Her brain links you with relief, not tension. You become associated with emotional regulation, not emotional strain. That association is powerful. It creates attachment that is calm, not chaotic. She doesn't stay out of fear. She stays because leaving would feel like losing the one place she can be fully human without being evaluated. And that kind of bond is incredibly hard to replace. Here's something most men are never taught. A woman's loyalty is deeply connected to how she feels about herself when she is with you. Not how she feels about you, how she feels about herself in your presence. If being around you makes her feel small, criticized, compared, or subtly inadequate, her attraction might survive for a while, but her loyalty slowly erodes. A woman does not stay devoted to a place where her self-worth is quietly shrinking. Even if she never says it out loud, her mind begins searching for environments where she feels seen as enough. This is why sarcasm that targets her insecurities, constant jokes about her habits, or comparing her to other women, even casually, does more damage than men realize. You may forget those comments in minutes. She replays them for years, not because she's dramatic, but because her emotional brain tags those moments as threats to connection. Loyalty grows where dignity is protected. When you correct her publicly, dismiss her opinions, or make her feel intellectually inferior, you create emotional distance. She might still stay physically present, but mentally, she starts stepping back. Respect is not a bonus in her psychology. It is the foundation. Without it, emotional commitment cannot stabilize. Now here's the powerful part. When a woman feels that you speak about her with pride when she's not around, defend her when she's misunderstood, and treat her thoughts as valuable, something shifts internally. She begins to associate you with emotional security and social safety. You are no longer just a partner. You become someone who protects her image, her feelings, and her place in the world. That creates a deep form of trust that goes beyond romance. She doesn't feel like she's competing for your approval. She feels chosen without conditions. And when a woman feels chosen in a way that doesn't require performance, she invests. She supports your goals. She tolerates difficult phases. She becomes patient with your flaws, not because she has to stay, but because with you she feels respected, not reduced. There is a moment in every relationship that quietly defines its future, and most men miss it completely. It's the moment she shows you an emotion that isn't pretty, not happiness, not desire, not admiration. I'm talking about the messy ones: insecurity, jealousy, fear, overthinking. That moment is a test, not of your strength, but of your emotional maturity. When she reveals those feelings, she is not trying to be difficult. She is revealing the parts of herself she usually hides from the world. If you respond with irritation, logic battles, or emotional shutdown, her brain records something very important. I am alone with my feelings here. And once that belief forms, she stops bringing her inner world to you. She'll start saying, "I'm fine," more often. She'll handle emotional struggles privately. She'll cry in the shower instead of next to you. That is not peace. That is emotional separation forming in real time. But when you do something different, when you stay calm, grounded, and don't take her emotions as an attack, loyalty deepens. When you say, "I hear you," instead of "you're overreacting," her nervous system relaxes. When you hold space instead of defending your ego, she feels safe enough to stay open. A woman stays loyal where her emotions are not treated like inconveniences. You don't have to agree with every feeling she has. You don't have to fix everything. But your ability to remain steady when she's emotionally unsteady creates a powerful psychological effect. You become associated with stability during vulnerability. That is rare, and rarity builds value. If she feels she must hide her emotional storms to keep you comfortable, she will eventually search for someone who can handle the full weather of who she is. But if she can fall apart without fearing rejection, she bonds on a deeper level than attraction or excitement can create. Because in her mind, you are no longer just someone she loves. You are someone she can trust with her emotional truth. And trust, not passion, is what keeps loyalty alive when life gets difficult. Most men believe loyalty is tested when things are going wrong: financial stress, arguments, distance. But a woman's loyalty is actually revealed when things are going right for her, when she is growing, glowing, getting attention, leveling up in life. That is when her emotional compass quietly checks one thing: is this man still a safe place, or does my growth threaten him? When she shares good news and you go quiet, change the subject, or downplay it, she feels it instantly. When her confidence rises and you become more critical, more controlling, or subtly competitive, she reads the message beneath the behavior. Your light is inconvenient. And that realization creates emotional caution. A woman cannot stay deeply loyal where her expansion feels unsafe. If she senses she must shrink her success, her beauty, her social life, or her voice to keep you comfortable, she will start splitting herself. One version with you, one version with the world, and loyalty cannot grow in divided identity. It fades. But when you do something emotionally rare, everything changes. When she wins and you celebrate her without making it about you, when she looks good and you show pride instead of insecurity, when others admire her and you stay grounded instead of possessive, her nervous system links you with emotional security, not limitation. You become the man who can handle her at her highest, not just her lowest. That creates a powerful psychological bond. She doesn't feel like she outgrew you. She feels like she rose with you. And when a woman feels that her growth does not cost her relationship, she invests more deeply. She includes you in her future, her plans, her decisions, because you are not competing with her evolution. You are supporting it. That kind of dynamic builds loyalty. That is calm, not forced. She doesn't stay because she lacks options. She stays because she feels respected at every level of who she is becoming. And when a woman associates you with freedom to grow, instead of fear of shrinking, walking away feels like losing a partner in life, not just in love. There's another hidden layer most men completely overlook. A woman's loyalty is deeply tied to how safe she feels expressing desire. Not just love, not just emotions, but raw, unfiltered desire. This is where many men fail without even knowing it. You see, attraction is easy to spark. Desire is fragile. It thrives in environments where she feels free, unjudged, and uninhibited. When she flirts, teases, or shows her sensual side, she is taking a risk, even if it seems playful. She's opening a part of herself that the world constantly critiques, that is socially policed and often internally doubted. If you respond with ridicule, insecurity, or overanalysis, her nervous system locks down. That small moment becomes a warning flag. If I reveal this, I am unsafe here. Over time, these warnings accumulate. She may continue to be physically present, but her desire retreats. Conversations feel transactional. Affection feels measured. Her emotional and sexual energy starts to reserve itself for spaces where it is welcomed without judgment. And most men never notice this slow withdrawal until it's too late. But when you do something rare, when you respond with genuine appreciation, curiosity, and non-possessive admiration, desire strengthens loyalty. When she tests her boundaries and you don't shrink from her intensity, she learns that her passion is safe with you. Your calm, grounded presence tells her you can show your full self, and it will be met with respect, not criticism. This is not about manipulation or control. It's about creating an emotional ecosystem where her attraction is free to exist without risk. When a woman's desire is safe, her brain associates you with pleasure, connection, and security all at once. That triple association is extraordinarily hard to break. Think about it. Desire without safety fades. Safety without desire feels like friendship. But when desire and safety coexist, you become irreplaceable. She doesn't just stay because she loves you. She stays because leaving would mean losing the one person who sees her fully, accepts her fully, and desires her fully, without conditions. And this is the ultimate truth. Loyalty is not built in grand gestures. It is nurtured in the quiet, consistent moments where you make her feel safe, seen, and desired. Every time you honor that, you are carving a permanent place in her heart. Here's something almost no man realizes. A woman's loyalty is as much about how you handle yourself as it is about how you handle her. She is always watching, not for perfection, but for stability, presence, and emotional consistency. In other words, it's not just your words or your actions toward her, it's how you manage your own mind and emotions that decides whether she feels she can invest fully. When you overreact, panic, or withdraw at small conflicts, her nervous system flags you as unreliable. When she notices patterns of inconsistency, promises made and broken, moods shifting unpredictably, attention coming and going, she begins to store that data subconsciously. Her loyalty starts to hesitate. She may stay, but emotionally, she's testing exit points without telling you. Contrast that with a man who maintains calm even in chaos, a man who doesn't crumble under her emotional storms, who doesn't weaponize silence, and who doesn't need to control her to feel secure. When she sees that, her brain relaxes. She stops scanning for danger. She stops calculating alternatives. She begins to anchor in your presence without even thinking about it. And here's the subtle secret. Women value emotional competence over perfection. She doesn't expect you to have all the answers or always be strong. What she craves, what keeps her loyal, is reliability of character. When she can predict that you will respond with steadiness, empathy, and respect, she feels safe investing her emotions long-term. Loyalty grows in predictable, safe environments. It grows when her emotional highs and lows are met with consistency, not drama. When her joy is celebrated, not minimized. Her fear acknowledged, not mocked. Her success appreciated, not threatened. She doesn't just stay. She anchors herself to you psychologically. Most men sabotage loyalty without realizing it because they mistake intensity for love. Yelling, controlling, overprotectiveness, these feel passionate to them, but to her, they feel like instability. Women don't bond long-term to chaos disguised as excitement. They bond to calm power, the kind that allows her to be fully herself and fully present. The man who can create that space, who embodies calm, emotional intelligence, and unshakable presence, becomes someone she cannot imagine leaving. And that is the kind of loyalty that lasts beyond desire, beyond infatuation, beyond even love itself. Now let me reveal the final truth that most men completely miss. Loyalty isn't built in grand gestures or dramatic declarations. It's built in the small, invisible moments that never make it to Instagram. It's in how you treat her when no one is watching, how you respond when she's vulnerable, how you manage your ego when her emotions challenge you. That is where lifelong loyalty is quietly forged. A woman evaluates every interaction, not consciously, but at a subconscious level. Every smile, every touch, every word, every silence contributes to a pattern in her mind. Can I fully be myself here? If the answer is yes, she will stay. If the answer is no, she will quietly step back, even if she still says she loves you, even if she still sleeps beside you. The danger lies in assuming presence equals loyalty. It doesn't. Presence without emotional safety is empty. Loyalty thrives where trust is absolute. Trust is more than believing you won't cheat or leave. It's trusting that she can expose her whole self, her flaws, her fears, her desires, without fear of rejection, ridicule, or withdrawal. That trust is sacred. And once it's broken, no grand apology or gesture can fully restore it. But when it is nurtured consistently, it grows stronger than any infatuation, stronger than any challenge life throws at you. A woman who feels emotionally safe, celebrated, desired, and understood will anchor herself to you in a way that is both profound and permanent. She will fight for the relationship when times are tough. She will protect it, defend it, and invest in it because she experiences you as a home for her heart, mind, and spirit. So if you want a woman to stay loyal forever, here's the essence you must internalize. Listen without judgment, support without controlling, celebrate without competing, and love without conditions. Create safety in every interaction, respect her growth, honor her emotions, and embrace her desire without fear. Do this, and you won't have to worry about her leaving, because loyalty like that isn't forced. It is freely and deeply given. This is not advice from a dating book or a quick tip. This is the psychology of attachment, desire, and human connection, truths most men never hear, truths that will define your relationships for life. Treat them seriously, act on them consistently, and you will discover the rare kind of loyalty every man dreams of, the kind that lasts forever.